Everyone, today we're doing bar work. We're going to start at the ledge. You're going to push that leg forward and back, kicking it with a straight leg, really squeezing forward and squeezing the back glute. The arm is working forward and back, sculling, working the anterior and posterior delt. On the side, we're going to be working abduction and adduction. Abduction on the out, adduction on the in. Your arm is pressing out for the tricep and in for the bicep. You want to do about 20 of these. The next one, we're switching legs. We're taking it forward and back so you can see how far back to kick the leg, working that glute, pushing the arm forward and back. Really use that hand to move that water forward and back. Remember, the more viscous you make the water, the faster you push it, the more resistance is placed on your muscles. Taking it to the outside again for abduction and adduction, you really want to pull that leg down and press it up, working bicep and tricep with the hand. We're going to try this now with the noodle. So you're balancing, holding that standing leg nice and strong, pushing that leg forward and kicking it back down to center. It's too hard to take that noodle back behind you. We've got another exercise for that. My arms are moving in opposition, pushing out and in. Now we've got abduction and adduction with the noodle. You can tell this requires a tremendous amount of balance to stay in one place, working both arms in bicep, tricep. Keep pressing that leg in and out. Then we're going to turn it and bring it in and out in a butterfly position. Use those arms to really work the waist, bringing the arms in for bicep, tricep, tugging those abs in, bringing the knee out and in with the noodle at the same time. We're going to flip over, placing the noodle on the top of our foot, kicking it back now and bringing the knee in. Every time that knee comes in, tuck the abs in and work the core. Arms are pressing out to the side. You want to make sure that you switch legs after this. I'm only doing one leg, but you want to do these anywhere between 10 times. On this last one, let the noodle pull your leg up toward the surface of the water and just keep lifting it. Now we're going to take it into arms with the butterfly. So you're really pushing those arms down, letting them move from side to side, switching legs on the butterfly, really keeping that core nice and strong. Obviously, by adding the arms in with the noodle, your balance is more challenged. This is just a simple hold the noodle for at least a minute. The next one, we're going to get on our knees on the noodle. Holding yourself up is hard in and of itself. We're going to move ourselves forward, pulling the water back behind us, working our back, and we're working our chest and our back. Do that between 10, 20, or a minute. Now we're in the deep end doing all the exercises we just learned. You're balancing yourself with one foot, and you're kicking that leg forward and back, arms in opposition. Switch feet, kicking that leg forward and back. Obviously, you're suspended. Really pulling that core in and staying balanced and straight up. Make sure you don't raise your shoulders up too much when you're working in suspended water. Kicking that leg forward and back. Then we're going to step on it. We're going to do what I call a water squat. So you're bringing those knees to your chest and you're pressing that noodle straight down, holding that core. Now we're going to take it into the deep end with two noodles. You're pushing forward and back in opposition. You're working your chest and your back on this. I'm working with a heavy noodle and a light noodle. We're going to go from side to side, working those abs just a little bit before we switch sides. Then we're over here working that cross-country ski, forward and back, pushing both noodles forward and back. You can try this for 1 minute. Then we're going to go into that shallow end again with both noodles, pushing down for the triceps, otherwise known as a dip to the front. Tricep down, kick that leg back behind you, using your core, squeezing your glutes, lifting that leg up as high as you can behind you, and pressing those noodles down, all the way down towards the thighs, keeping those noodles close to your body. This last one, we're going to finish with some abs. You're just pushing and pulling that noodle. I know it's hard to see. One leg first, then both legs at the same time, trying to stay as close to the step as you can while you're pushing out and in with this noodle, keeping it under the surface of the water. It's a little more difficult than it looks. We're going to go with one foot on the noodle, doing a bicycle kick, holding on to that step, feeling that knee coming in. Watch that you don't hit the step with your knees. Bicycle kicking. We're going to switch feet here, and then you're just bringing it in and out for that bicycle kick. And we're going to bring both knees in at the same time. Do these again anywhere between 8, 12, 10, or 1 minute. Watch those glutes, keep them down. And that's it. Be fit.